years, guys!
Almost. It's been so long since we started Game of Thrones Season 7. Our first reaction, guys.
True, and now we're gonna move on with Season 8. I am Chris Kaler.
And I'm Amber Fuss from Coaching Cosplay, and tonight we are watching
Game of Thrones! Yoo-hoo! Last first episode ever from this TV show. I am so freaking excited. You have no idea, guys. Okay, before we start this, I just need to tell a few things. First off, this show, this reaction is gonna come out on YouTube every single Monday at around 6 p.m. EST because we're on New York side of the continent.
And right after we have a live discussion with you at 7 p.m. sharp.
Yeah.
So be there. We're waiting for you guys.
If you want to discuss,
because it's gonna be boring to just discuss with each other.
If you want to discuss the episode that we just saw with us, or talk about theories and everything you want, come meet us at the live 1 hour after we release this episode. Alright, Game of Thrones. The wall just came down. Daenerys and Jon are on their way to Winterfell. Arya, Bran, and Sansa are there.
Everyone is going towards Winterfell. Jaime, Gendry.
True, because Jaime left Cersei for good. And she's pregnant. And we think Dany might be pregnant too because she slept with Jon.
But also, they always pinpoints the fact that she couldn't have children.
They pushed it.
The witch might have lied, so
they pushed it a lot. So we think she might be
also,
pregnant
I'm a huge theory fan of, since one of her dragon is dead, maybe she can be pregnant again because blood sacrifice.
We don't know. Anyway, Tyrion knows that they slept together and he wasn't happy about it.
He gossiped about it. no, never mind.
So there's that. The wall is down and we know that Beric and Tyrion. Beric and holy shit, I forgot. Tormund, thank you. We know that Beric and Tormund were on the wall when it fell down, but they survived. So as far as we know, they survived.
I hope they survived.
So I'm thinking they might be the ones, like they might join with Castle Black, with Ed, and they might go down to Winterfell and tell them. Although I'm pretty sure that Bran already knows that the wall is down.
He knows everything.
You make a shitty raven, three-eyed raven, if you don't know the wall has fallen.
Yeah, you know your sister has been raped, but not that the wall is down.
Yeah. Anyway, so we also know we have confirmation that Jon is the true heir to the Iron Throne. He doesn't know it yet, so that's gonna be awkward if he learns it this episode. I'm expecting them to reach Winterfell this episode. I think I've heard somewhere that they're gonna start.
They got 6
right
episodes
off.
left. Of course, they're gonna reach Winterfell in that one episode.
Exactly. Yara was kidnapped by her uncle Euron, and Theon is on his way to save her because he finally found his balls.
Somewhere deep down, he found them.
He doesn't have a huge crew, but he might be able to do something. And Euron is on his way to bring back the Golden Company for Cersei, who's alone in King's Landing. And so there's a battle in the north, there's a battle in the south. We're so excited about what's gonna happen. I'm hoping it starts right off with Jon arriving to Winterfell because I want that Arya-Jon meeting, okay?
Me too.
I've been dying for this.
Long.
Season 1, episode 1, man. They separated in episode 1. I want this reunion like right now. Who are you more, apart from Arya and Jon, who are you most excited about for meeting, you know?
Arya and Gendry.
I kind of
been like from season 3, I guess, that is separated. And Arya, Gendry, OTP. I'm a huge fan of that. I really hope it does become canon inside the show.
Yeah. Maybe. What other reunion are there? Sam and Jon might be cool too. They haven't met since Sam left in season 5, so after that Jon died, then he came back to life, then he became king.
Does Sam know that Jon died?
I think he knows, yeah.
Sure.
Or at least, well, he's at Winterfell, so if he didn't know before, someone might have told him. Anyway, or you might have asked why Jon wasn't at the wall any longer.
Yep.
Anyway, so there's a reunion right there.
I don't remember, but
Bran and Jon might be cool too, because
it's a bit of weird because since Bran is the three-eyed ravens, no that much emotion.
No, but he needs to tell him about his family.
John,
so that's the reunion. I'm like, ugh.
I'm kind of happy to see you back at Winterfell, but that's not important.
Tyrion,
you're the true heir of the throne.
Yeah. Tyrion and Sansa.
Are they still husband as well? Because they didn't consummate their wedding.
Yeah, but technically she married Ramsay after, so I think the wedding is still there, but anyone who's anyone can cancel it.
Well, technically the marriage is supposed to be annulled because they didn't conceive the marriage. So
but that's a reunion that's interesting. You've got also Bran and Jaime. I don't think Bran cares,
but I think now. Well, now he's awake. You can talk about the push.
I think Bran doesn't really care. If someone asks...
Maybe Jaime can ask forgiveness for you.
Bran doesn't really care, but I think Jaime might bring that up. Because especially if he sees Bran and in his wheelchair. Brienne and Jaime might be cool as well.
They didn't see each other at the reunion in season 7.
They saw each other really fast and I don't think they had time to...
Did Tyrion and Jaime saw each other in season 7?
Fast.
Really fast?
Yeah, really fast.
That too.
I'm probably forgetting like 1,000 reunions, but with that said, you know what? There's a friend of mine who's texting me about the episode right now, so we're just gonna jump into this. We're gonna talk about it afterwards. All right, you ready?
I'm all set.
Let's start this. After 2 years, it's a beautiful opening. Oh my god, it's different. It's totally different!
It's cold. The wall is breached.
Oh my god, oh my god,
oh my god, that's really nice.
Like, is it present time? Like, has it reached Last Earth already? Hearth, I don't know.
I think it is, yeah.
It's coming to Winterfell. It's coming. Or is it Winterfell? I think that's the boy in the trailer, right? This is Dany's army! It starts right off the bat!
Oh my gosh!
They're not gonna make us wait. Arya! Like,
yeah. They're gonna see each other!
She's so badass!
She got sass.
She's like, my brother's home, bad bitch.
Do you remember the first episode? Every Stark children's were like, Arya was like running around with a helmet and now she's posed and calm.
She's like, I used to be like this.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the sound of the... What? It's the Baratheon theme song.
Back in season
Just
1?
like in... Yeah. It's like, it's not even Jon's theme or Dany's theme. They started off with Baratheon.
The king is coming.
Exactly. I'm waiting for you, beautiful man. Ah! You are
oh my god, they look so beautiful beside each other.
That's a king and a queen right there. Whoop.
Oh, I really love the contrast between the all dark black and the pure white.
She's seeing it for the first time.
Oh.
She can't go to him right now.
No, she can't.
And he's not gonna see her yet, but... Oh, it must be so hard.
Don't touch me, I'm the Dread Raven.
Stop it.
Oh.
This is beautiful.
Look at you.
Oh.
You're a man. Almost.
Oh my god, he doesn't know.
He's different, right?
Yeah, you know nothing, Jon Snow.
He's so small.
Where are you?
Lurking somewhere.
He needed to reunite first.
Paris of House Targaryen.
The North is as beautiful as your brother claimed. As are you.
Oof.
Winterfell is yours, Your Grace.
Ooh. It's cold, right?
Your Grace.
Oh. Who is the ruler?
But you're not, are you?
Oh, that's
You
gonna
left
come up.
Winterfell a king and came back a...
Still a king, he just doesn't know.
I'm not sure what you are now.
Oh, she's his biggest supporter.
We named you King in the North.
Oh, fuck that! Please, don't do that!
As of now, that is not important.
You did, my lady. When I left Winterfell, I told you we need allies or we will die. I've brought those allies home to fight alongside us. Keep my crown or protect the North. I chose the North.
He's beautiful, inside and out.
How are we meant to feed the greatest army the world has ever seen? While I ensured our stores would last through winter, I didn't account for Dothraki, Unsullied, and 2 full-grown dragons.
The fuck?
But she got a point.
What do dragons eat, anyway?
Yeah, but what's that sassiness?
Whatever they want.
Don't start with me,
John is
girl.
like sitting in the middle and he's like, fuck.
Whatever they want.
They don't like each other. But I mean, I'm sorry, but what would you prefer? Have food and die? Or have an army and try to survive?
Yeah, but if you cannot feed the army, you cannot fight. It's beautiful how she's grown
she's
so
like
much.
a mix.
Thrilled to hear the Lannister is much.
She's a mix between Cersei and her mother.
You have every right to be fearful of my sister.
You used to be taller.
How did you sneak up on me?
How did you survive a knife through the heart?
I didn't.
Oh my god! Oh! That's beautiful. That's perfect. Oh, he spilled. I'm gonna cry, damn it.
You still have it.
Oh.
Protect your life.
Have you ever used it?
It's too...
Once or twice.
Oh. To him, she's still his sister, you know? He has no idea.
Can't wait for him
Hey,
to
she wants to
see
see. She wants to see Longclaw.
Jealous?
She's got a
Too
dagger.
heavy for me.
Oh, they're so similar.
I could have used your help with Sansa.
She doesn't like your queen, does she?
Sansa thinks she's smarter than everyone.
Oh my god.
She's the smartest person I've ever met. I'm defending our family. So is she.
In her own way.
I'm a family too.
Oh.
Don't forget that.
Oh. Oh my god, this is like foreshadowing! Don't forget that. That was perfect in every single way. Yes. You go! Told you he's got his balls back. Yeah. He deserved that.
Well deserved.
He deserves that too.
He came back.
And he had a reason to leave her behind. He's a broken shell.
What's wrong with them?
They don't like the North.
Aww. Oh. It's the first time they meet. He literally went to him.
Go on.
What if he doesn't want me to?
Then I've enjoyed your company, Jon Snow.
Oh. Oh, this is so carefree. Oh, he's doing it. He's riding the dragon named after his father without even knowing it. Oh. He's trying to ride the dragon.
Maybe a bit natural then.
Whatever you can.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. He's the first one to ever ride a dragon after Daenerys.
He might be natural at it.
Yeah. And eventually when he gets, used to this, they can race and do stuff together. Oh my gosh.
They're technically on a date.
Yeah, the dragons are watching.
Don't be afraid.
I'm kissing the mama. Of course I'm afraid.
Mom, what are you doing?
doing?
Leave him be.
Oh my god.
You're a cold little bitch, aren't you? Guess that's why you're still alive.
They get each other.
You've gotten better.
Thanks. So have you. I mean, you look good.
Thanks. So do you.
That's kind of an awkward reunion though.
If it wasn't so cold.
Stay close to that forge then.
Oh, is that a command, Lady Stark?
Don't call me that.
As you wish, milady.
Oh, it warms my heart, guys.
Here's my wish. Can you make it?
She wants like a spear or something?
Still, I always knew you were just another rich girl.
You don't know any other rich girls.
It's like they're trying to outsmart each other with their comebacks.
Lord Glover wishes us good fortune, but he's staying in Deepwood Moat with his men.
Fuck. You're gonna be the
House
first to
Glover
die.
will stand behind House Stark as we have for 1,000 years. Isn't that what he said?
I will stand behind Jon Snow, he said.
Oh my gosh.
The king in the north.
I brought 2 armies home with me, 2 dragons.
And a Targaryen queen.
Do you think we can beat the army of the dead without her? I fought them, Sansa, twice. You want to worry about who holds what title? I'm telling you, it doesn't matter. Without her, we don't stand a chance.
Did you bend the knee to save the north? Or because you love her?
Maybe both.
I'm your sister, man. I can read you. And he didn't answer. ¿Por qué no los das?
It's been in House Tarly for generations, so it would have been mine anyway, eventually. My father
Oh,
had
she's realizing.
other ideas.
Oh shit.
Not Randall Tarly.
You know him?
Oh shit.
I offered to let him retain his lands and titles if he bent the knee. He refused.
At least I'll be allowed home again, now that my brother's the Lord.
No, your brothers did too.
Your brother stood with your father.
Are you freaking kidding me?
Sam.
Oh.
His father was a hard blow, but his brother... Please.
Thank you, Your Grace, for telling me.
At least he's not mad.
May I?
Of course.
I think Sam is too pure to be mad at Dany. I think he understands what she had to do, but
But it's
it's his
her.
family, yeah.
Oh, at least he can go back to his homeland.
Yeah, but-
I'm sorry. I know I'm not supposed to be down here.
Oh, romance.
Are you hiding from me?
Of course not.
Yeah, he
What
was.
are you doing in Winterfell?
She executed my father and brother. They were prisoners.
Did he know? I think he didn't.
She didn't tell you. Would you have done it?
No.
I've executed men who disobeyed me.
You've also spared men. Thousands of wildlings when they refused to kneel.
I wasn't a king.
You've always been.
I gave up my crown, Sam.
Not that crown.
Bent the knee. I'm not king in the north anymore.
I'm not talking about the king in the north. I'm talking about the king of the bloody 7 kingdoms.
What are you talking about, Sam?
Your mother was Lyanna Stark. And your father, your real father, was Rhaegar Targaryen. You've never been a bastard. You are Aegon Targaryen, true heir to the Iron Throne.
He wouldn't
My
lie.
father was the most honorable man I ever met.
You're the true king.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
He's not, no, he's not gonna accept that like that. Holy
He
shit.
didn't want the bloody Northern crown.
That's why he's the best king.
Daenerys is our queen. She shouldn't be. There's treason. It's the truth.
The music is beautiful.
You gave up your crown to save your people. Would she do the same?
Oh, you're a better king, man.
Rule together! Shit.
My heart is beating so fast. And who's
Jamie?
maybe
A man with a cape.
keeping it low profile?
I'm pretty sure. Oh my god, I'm sure it's Jamie.
It's gonna. Oh my god, people are gonna be mad again.
We got one lion. Are you freaking kidding me?
This is your army. Oh, hey man.
It's been long since you've been there, huh?
Bran.
That's the old friend he was waiting for.
Yeah.
Kneel and please ask for forgiveness.
Yeah, you really need to talk to him. I think Bran might actually be happy he did that. It's over?
Oh my gosh, guys! Oh my freaking gosh! What an episode it was!
Wait a sec. I think Bran might not be mad that he pushed him, because if he didn't push him, he wouldn't have become the Three-Eyed Raven. And he cares more about that than anything else.
Yeah.
So I don't think Bran is gonna, blame him for anything. He might actually thank him. Sansa, Arya, Jon, they're not gonna take it that way. Jon might actually not care as much. He doesn't know that Jaime pushed Bran, right? Okay. So,
Do Sansa and Arya know that Jamie pushed Bran up for the win?
I don't know if he told them.
I don't think he
but,
told anyone at all that it was Jamie.
Now he might. Or he might decide to keep it as a
He might decide that it's not that big of a deal anymore.
Maybe Jaime is gonna ask to tell the truth. Let me tell the truth, because if I don't tell the truth, I'm gonna feel like I'm not gonna feel like good. I'm not gonna feel honorable, He's actually here to fight. He's doing the right thing, but I have a feeling that being the only Lannister that showed up and being the Queen's brother, the Queen that just betrayed them, he might not be seen as a good ally right at the beginning, I'm kind of expecting them to lock him up for a little bit. And then
They got Tyrion to vouch for him.
True, but he's a Lannister also. And
Yeah,
so
but
far people don't...
Okay, just look at that way. Jamie came all the way to Winterfell.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna confirm that Cersei won't send an army to help fight the North against the Dead Army. But even though she won't send an army, I decided to fight for the living. I came to fight for you. I don't think they're gonna put him in a cell. They need arms to fight.
But that's gonna work with Jon. It's not gonna work with the Lords of the North, and it's not gonna work with Sansa. It might not even work with Arya.
What can one lion do against a pack of wolves?
A lot. A fucking lot.
He missed an arm.
You remember one specific lion who did a lot of bad 4 seasons ago? Yes.
Jeffrey! I do remember.
But anyway, I'm just saying that for a Lannister to show up and say, well, the Lannisters betrayed you again! People are gonna be really mad. Especially, did you see their reactions when Tyrion said, well, my sister's sending an army? Yeah.
Well, no, you won't have to deal with the army, so you're gonna be fine. But you need the army.
Yeah, they're not gonna see it that way. I was expecting some, harsh, cold shoulders and stuff when Jon was coming back, because he did gave his crown to Daenerys. He's not king anymore, and they did place their faith in him, and it was hard for them to follow Jon when he wasn't there. But now he comes back, he's no longer a king. Or is he? But he's no longer a king, and he's brought with him an army of outsiders, an army of foreigners.
At least they didn't try to leash the queen and Jon when they learned the truth.
But it's just that now they're really mad.
Lady Mormont. Oh.
That's what broke my heart the most. Like, she's always been supporting Jon. She was the first to speak. Well, not technically, but she was the first. She was the
to
first
recognize his worth.
Yeah,
and
to
fight
speak for him. And it's like he betrayed her. That's how she sees it.
But he did well with his speech, though. I wanted to protect the North. It was my pride on my crown or protecting all of you. I chose to protect all of you.
Which is why I think he's the better ruler between him and Dany. Because a true king or a true queen, the best of the best, usually it's the one person who doesn't want it. The person who sees it as a burden. Or a responsibility. Not a right. And certainly not a privilege. Which is what Dany sees it as.
Do you think that Jon will have executed the traitors if he was in the same position as Dany?
He did execute people before, but he's always given people a chance. And he understands people more than Dany. Dany, sometimes it's one way or the other. It's like, you follow me and bend the knee or I kill you. Jon, there's like levels in between these two choices. It's bend the knee or die, or explain to me why you're not bending the knee. We might find an arrangement, you know?
She could have sent them in jail, in prison.
She could have, but they didn't really have the resources for that. There's no wall to send them to. You know, she thought... She didn't really think, actually. She was trying to show the people, which it's a way to go. I mean, she was trying to show people that she was strong. And she needs to show people that she's strong. Like, in the North right now, she's acting like a queen. She's being nice to Jon's sisters, and she's smiling. But she demands respect. She's a queen, and she expects to be treated as one. If they don't respect her, they never will. If they don't respect her now, when it's important... They never will. And she needs to, you know, set her throne, her place, her position down right now. That's how she sees it. Jon has always been, no, you know what? Crowns are not important. Thrones are not important. Positions are not important. Right now we need to fight, because if we don't fight, we're going to die. And we need to be together and fight together.
I'm going to deal with it later, when we will be alive and safe.
I feel like Dany is a boss, whereas Jon is a leader. There's a huge difference between the two. Like, I mean, the boss is going to be the one, you know, scaring people, the one ordering people around. And yes, sometimes the boss might, you know, participate in the action, but usually the boss is high up and it controls everyone else. Whereas the leader is the first one on the line. Jon, Dany.
Oh my gosh, when Sam told the truth to Jon, that was so done beautifully.
He was trying so fucking hard to find an excuse. Like, no, she's the queen. No, but she's not. But my father never lied to me. You know, he was trying to find a way to escape. He's a fighter, you know, he's a warrior. Oh. He tried to do what he did in the fight. Like, Sam is throwing something at him. He's trying to parry or dodge, you know. He's trying to escape from the truth, but the more Sam went at it, he gave him arguments. Jon had nothing to reply to. He had nothing to reply. I mean, it's like, it broke him. He's gonna be so messed up. And now he needs to tell everyone else.
He didn't want the Northern Crown from the beginning. And I got the Seven Kingdoms crown.
But... to him, I think he might try to keep it a secret. Or if he's not going to keep it a secret, he's going to at least tell his family. Maybe Dany, because he cares about her.
Maybe he's going to tell Dany, I learned that my true father was your dead brother.
But I don't want the crown, you know?
Rhaegar Targaryen. It doesn't change the fact that I still want you as my queen. He can step back. He can step back as a king and let her be the queen. And he can always... propose a wedding.
And his true identity might come in handy if he actually does become the king at the end, because some people might not be happy to have a bastard as a king. So if he does prove that he is the true king, he's not a bastard, people are going to accept him more in the South, at least. Because in the North, I have a feeling that if he tells them, I'm a true Targaryen, hey, people are not going to be happy. I'm thinking there might be like two sides of this. Like, some people might be really against the idea of Jon being king after they learn he's a Targaryen, and other people might say, well, he's the true king. He was raised by a Stark. He's a Stark at heart. Just like when they said, like, he might be a bastard, but Ned Stark's blood runs through his veins. That might come back if they learn he's a Targaryen. And now they have actually a claim to the throne, so they have a reason to push Dany to the side and root for him. It's going to make problems. It's going to create problems.
Yeah.
But marriage, Davos, again, with the brilliant ideas, brought the idea of marriage.
Oh my god.
I wouldn't be surprised if they thought of it on their own. They don't need him to be like, you know that girl, you love her, go with her.
No, did you see your queen and my king? They're already near each other, they're talking, they're kind of flirting.
Okay.
Oh, we think it's not that far-fetched.
But it's interesting. It's not interesting, but it could help. Because, I mean, the lords in the north, what they don't want is for a southern ruler, or in Dany's case, a foreigner, because she didn't grow up in Westeros. So she doesn't know their ways, she doesn't know their gods, she doesn't know anything. And the north, one thing, she's not from Westeros, and she's not from the north. And the north was already, you know, touchy-touchy with the south, because they don't have the same faith and the same beliefs and stuff. So it's one thing to have someone from the south, it's another to have a foreigner come in the north and say, well, now I'm your queen. They don't trust her. And like I said before, Dany, she expects respect, because she is the queen in her mind. But it's true, she has to earn it. Jon earned everyone else's respect. She comes in and it's the big difference. Jon as a bastard, he grew up a bastard. He always started talking to people without the expectations, you know? When he starts talking to someone, he believes that person is going to see me as a lesser person because I'm a bastard. I'm nothing. That's how he sees himself. So when he goes to others, he doesn't see himself as above them. There was a nice scene in season 5, I think, when he was trying to find people to fight with them in order to kill the guys who rebelled in the north. You remember?
Yeah.
And he was standing before the table where the Lord Commander usually sits, and he looked at everyone else, and then he decided to go down the stairs and be at everyone else's level before he talked to them. That shows you who is Jon Snow. He doesn't think of himself as above everyone else because he's a lesser person in his mind. He doesn't believe he's worth anything, which makes him the perfect king, I think, because he's gonna relate to everyone else.
Geez.
Whereas Dany, she grew up, at the beginning, she grew up thinking that her brother was supposed to be the king, but then when she killed her brother, she gained this confidence, and then she was Khaleesi, and then after that, she became Mother of Dragons. In Essos, she did gain the confidence of the people. She did earn the respect. But this is not Essos. This is Westeros. It's not the same. She didn't free any slaves here, and people don't know her. But she forgot that. She comes here and she acts like a queen and she expects to be respected.
But she was able to earn Jon's trust.
True.
So she might be able to earn the Northerners' trust.
But she needs to try. It took a long time, and it's because Jon gave her a lot of chances. Jon is a very kind person.
Yes, he is. He is.
But the Northerners might not give her any chances. I want her to meet Arya. I want her to talk to Arya. They might actually like each other.
Well, Arya is a big fan of Targaryen legacy, so they might be.
There's that, and she actually loves Jon a lot more than Sansa. So if she learns that Jon has feelings for Dany, it could go both ways. She's either gonna be very jealous, don't touch my brother, you bitch, or it's gonna go the other way. He likes you, he trusts you, I trust you.
Oh.
But that reunion, I cried.
All of them, Jon and Arya. You thought that maybe the reunion was after he learned the truth, because why would Jon meet Arya in the?
I wasn't in the trailer.
Godswood.
I wasn't thinking this was the reunion.
Yeah,
I was expecting her to be waiting at Winterfell with Sansa.
Me too. What was she doing with the people?
She's not a fan of rules and what's the word? I don't even know it in French, but she's not a fan of the way things usually go in these moments. You're expected to be standing there proper, super nice.
Appearances?
What?
Appearances?
no, that's not what I meant. But anyway, she's never been a fan of that, and now she can, fight for herself. She's her own person.
Oh my god, I would love to see John and Arya try to fight each other, just for him to know that she's that good now.
Because the way he talked to her, it was so funny. For me, it was like seeing weirdly enough, like a grandpa with his grandchild. The way they talk to each other, the fondness, it was so cute. But you could actually see in John's way of talking to her that to him, she's still little Arya.
Sister.
Yeah, Arya Underfoot, the one who was clumsy, the one he taught how to use a sword. He has no idea. But she doesn't know either what he's been through.
But she knows that he died and came back.
But I mean,
he might,
if she tells him, he might understand a lot more than Sansa did, because they're so similar. Oh my god, you still got a needle? Oh yeah.
Did you use it?
Oh, you want to see it too, right?
You want to see my bigger sword?
No, but they wanted to see each other's swords. That's how they talk. That's what they like. They've always had the same interest. It was so cool.
Oh, and Gendry and Arya, I've been waiting since season 3 for them to see each other again.
It felt
because
awkward,
they're
right?
Great friends.
It felt so awkward.
At first, but by the end of it, it was like it used to be. More mature response, but like it used to be.
I think,
as my lady commands.
I think they tried at first to see each other, not prove to each other anything, but they tried to see each other as who they had become instead of who they used to be. They tried to show the other, well, I've been through some shit, can you tell? There was this uneasiness. But then after that, I think Gendry kind of said what he used to say to Arya, because it's like saying, I'm still the same guy, Even though
Don't call me a lady, as my lady commands.
Exactly. It's not because they've been separated for so long that they changed. They're still, they did change, but they are still these two people. And the bond is still there. So it's okay to open up. It's okay to still crack some jokes here and there. And it's okay to feel like you've known each other before. They're not strangers, which might be what they felt in the beginning. But I'm hoping it's gonna be more friendly in the future. Sansa, she surprised me in this episode. She wasn't friendly at all.
Yeah.
I knew she was gonna be mad that Jon gave his crown away, but the sassiness, I mean, the thing with Sansa though is I think she's so much like Cersei, and now Cersei has seen the threat, but Sansa's never seen the threat before. The Night King, the White Walkers, she's never seen them. The Whites. So she knows.
She's gonna see them pretty soon enough.
Yeah. I mean, she knows they're real. She knows that Jon is telling the truth. But it's one thing to know, and it's another thing to know. Yeah. Dany, she didn't know at first, and now she knows. Sansa, when she's gonna know, her views on stuff might change, because now she's being a bitch. I'm sorry.
Well, she kind of always been a bitch in some way.
In her defense, it's true that what she says is important. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now we have so many people here in Winterfell. How are we going to feed them? She's the lady of Winterfell.
She got a good point.
Yeah. She takes care of that stuff. The thing, though, is there's a way to say it. Okay, now you can say it. She did that in season 7 too. She brings problems to the surface in front of everyone. It's not the way to go. Tell it to Jon in secret or in private or something, but don't just sass out the fact that now, you've brought your armies, queen, how am I going to feed them? It doesn't help. So I'm really hoping that eventually she's going to open up, maybe after she sees the threat, which might... It's going to be so sad. We know from the trailer that they're going to go to Winterfell. I really hope Tormund and Ed and Barry get to Winterfell first.
Alright, so that was the first episode of season 8. It was as amazing as I expect. Maybe a bit fast.
They have to go fast.
I know they need to go fast, but...
Let's just accept it.
It's the sort of final season. We do with what we got.
Let's just accept it. By the way, how cool was it to see Jon and a dragon?
Yes! He got the hang of it really
It was
fast.
as funny as I thought it would be. Or not, but still.
They technically went on their first date together.
True. He saw the spot and he was like, let's go there. We know what they did. They've got furies and dragons. They can do pretty much everything in there. The dragon's looking at them like the dog sitting next to the bed like, you're gonna hurt my mommy? I'm gonna look at you. You better be good. And Regal just stuck to him. Just like that. He already loves him.
Oh.
Sorry. Anyway, we're gonna discuss more of this in the live video that we're gonna do in an hour from now, like Monday at 7 EST, 7 p.m. EST. I really hope you guys are gonna be there to discuss this amazing episode. I'm sorry for all the fangirling we did in the beginning. We were just so excited. It's been 2 years.
We've been waiting for so long. That's just what it is. So yeah, be there for the live discussion on our channel at 7 sharp.
Exactly. And alright, so we're gonna do our Deadpool now. We're gonna put it in the community on YouTube, our YouTube channel. If you want to see who we think is gonna die, go over there. We're gonna listen to you, read your comments if you think we're right or wrong on some people, and we're gonna show that Deadpool in the beginning of the next episode. If you want to vote for the next background theme, if you want Targaryen colors or Greyjoy colors or Lannister colors,
Or
go vote on our Patreon page. The link is in the description. And
finally, if you want to know, we also got a special poll: who might win the thrones? So we got a couple of choices.
choose the one you think is going to end up on the throne.
Choose a winner, and
we'll see what happens in the end. We'll see.
Alright.
Thank you guys so much for watching.
And see you in about a couple of minutes for the live show.
Couple minutes, an hour. No, it's true. They've been watching the video.
Yeah, and maybe half an hour for the show.
Alright.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Bye.